All right, coming up next, a featherweight matchup between the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung and Frankie Edgar. Well, he's been in the UFC since 2007. In 2012, he realized the UFC lightweight championship. Perennial contender, Frankie Edgar, to a man as respected as any fighter on the UFC roster.
Frankie Edgar combines outstanding wrestling, some of the best footwork we've ever seen inside the octagon, with accurate boxing and heart and determination that is impossible to measure.
Well, every step of the way, the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung has made noise. Bonus money for the finish of Leonard Garcia, only twister in UFC history. Mark Hominick knockout, 6.2 seconds, second fastest knockout in UFC history. And then he was double bonused in the main event against Dustin Poirier. So this guy has produced highlight after highlight, returned from the military service and knocked out Dennis Bermudez. This is one of the best featherweights in the world, and when he's made the walk, Joe, he has proven that every time.
Chan Sung Jung has one of the best chins in the sport, and he is fearless in the pocket. His game plan is to just keep pushing forward, wear his opponent down, and finish things with a submission.
Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. Edgar is 6 years his senior. Jung will have a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, Frankie the Edgar! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
You ready? You ready?
Let's go fight. All right, round 1 is underway. There he is, the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung. This is an explosive finisher. The highlight reel to prove it. First twister in UFC history, and a better striking defense than you would think. He can take a shot, but he's not afraid to get in the pocket and absorb a shot to land one of his own.
Jab.
Joe, your thoughts on what we might see here early?
One thing to keep an eye out for is the takedown ability of Frankie Edgar. He has some fantastic takedowns. They could be a big threat.
Edgar gets punished by the uppercut there. That one's going to leave him up. And both guys really throwing with authority. Working on a single leg here. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
In half guard. Good control, posture's up.
Hammer fist blocked.
Back to side control. He's back to full mount again.
from the bottom by Edgar.
Nice reversal here.
90 seconds remain in the round. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Under a minute now to go. Splits the guard and connects with the punch.
They lock up the clinch.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. He's down at 10-8, and it's good.
Side control. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
5 minutes. Pretty well, Gus.
Let's see some of the action here. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Deep breath. Slow that heart rate down. Awesome. Your striking is looking superb. Everything you're putting out there is landing.
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much.
Okay, round two, you ready? You ready?
Second round underway. Edgar gets caught with that punch.
This could be it right here. Sweet reversal. He moved into full mount. He's posturing up here.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by the Korean Zombie. And he landed the right hand there.
Trying to set up a twister. It looks like the submission's locked. Now it's deeper. And he's out. That was close. He's got a half guard here. And now they clinch up. Right back up to his feet.
Can't feel good.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Always trying to better his position.
That punch will work right through the guard. Just reached the midway point of the fight. The Korean Zombie gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy. He's going to try to take the back.
2 minutes now to go round two.
Now he's in full guard. In half guard now. And back to full guard. Now he's in full guard. Looking for a triangle. Throws one leg over the shoulder. He's going to throw that leg over. He's got that.
Staying busy.
He executed a very nice sweep here and dropped up in guard. He's going to try to take the back, I think. Slides him over, and nice reversal here. He's inside control here. He's losing it now, though. He's got to turn and get his weight on him. He does not really have much weight on him here.
And that's the end of round number 2. And there is the horn. Big 5 minutes for him there. Great round from John.
Yeah, that knockdown should have won him the round. It was a big moment in the fight.
That was a great round. You got close to the submission there a couple times. I want you to show everybody why you're here. Let's finish that submission. Take an arm, take a neck.
Here's another look at it here. Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
Brittany Palmer is in the building doing work as usual. Third round underway. All right, so another step to the body there. And Joe, we've seen in the later stages of this fight, not only an uptick in the aggression, but also in the body work. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Well, it's one thing to have hands, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Edgar.
Oh, powerful right leg kick.
Head off the center line, slips the punch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you got to love the strategy here. I'm not saying he bet on the opponent, but he's moving right into that straight punch and right into his opponent's striking range. He would be wise to get his head off of the center line and stop rolling in.
That guillotine is locked in deep. He might be forced to tap. Outstanding. He got the choke for the tap.
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out.
And here we see it from another angle. Beautiful technique here, and the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 40 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung.
So congratulations to the Korean Zombie on yet another outstanding UFC showing here tonight. Crazy to think just how much of his fighting prime was taken away by his military service and myriad injuries, but when Chan Sung Jung is healthy, to my amateur eyes, he looks the part of a future UFC champion. Coming up next, it's a UFC featherweight division fight. Well, he turned in perhaps the greatest comeback fight in the history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. The Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung returned from a 3.5-year layoff due to military service and dusted Dennis Bermudez in a main event slot in Houston, Texas. I was there for it. Absolutely incredible, Joe. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off tonight. The Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung, back for more tonight.
Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, is a highly skilled mixed martial arts fighter. He has a very slick ground game. He has excellent striking, and his nickname came from his ability to withstand ridiculous amounts of punishment, but keep coming forward.
All right, so an interesting stylistic clash in front of this young fighter here tonight. You got to think he's trying to figure out how best to get this fight to the ground and use his ability to pass. This guy cuts the guard with the best of them. Great technique, but also a plus athlete. And he's not afraid to lean on that athleticism and do some unorthodox things to better position himself on the ground.
This guy has thunderous kicking power, amongst the scariest kickers in the world of mixed martial arts, and his opponent has to be keenly aware of that danger.
Our tale to take now for this featherweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Zombie And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Slips the punch.
Huge uppercut misses. Nice right hook. This is a bit of a chess battle here.
Well, he got his head snapped back by that straight hand there, and he's shown vulnerability tonight by leaning right into that punch.
Submission.
Yeah, so how about that, Joe? We can barely tell people what color the trunks are on these fighters, and we get the submission win. So not a lot of wasted time. He got the takedown early, and the submission came soon thereafter. Great effort, great technique here tonight.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 32 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Zombie Magomedov!
submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. Coming up next, it's a featherweight matchup between the Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung and the UFC Hall of Famer BJ Penn. Arguably the most popular fighter in the history of mixed martial arts. Here he is, the UFC Hall of Famer, former two-division champion, the prodigy, Baby J, BJ Penn. He won the UFC welterweight title by beating Matt Hughes in 2004. 4 years later, won the vacant UFC lightweight championship. This is a man who most people regard as the greatest 155-pound fighter of all time.
BJ Penn fighting at lightweight, fighting at welterweight, and even going up as high as heavyweight in his career has proven that he is willing to fight anyone, anywhere, at any time.
Well, he turned in perhaps the greatest comeback fight in the history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. The Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung returned from a 3.5-year layoff due to military service and dusted Dennis Bermudez in a main event slot in Houston, Texas. I was there for it. Absolutely incredible, Joe. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off tonight. The Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung back for more tonight.
Chan Sung Jung is the most successful mixed martial arts fighter to ever come out of Korea. The man has outstanding skills in all areas of the game, and the nickname Korean Zombie came from his ridiculous ability to absorb punishment.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and reach. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 13 losses, and 2 draws. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Hilo, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion, the prodigy, BJ Penn! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
And we are underway here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. All right, so here's the Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung as we get ready to go here round 1. He's got a lot of late finishes, but not afraid to get the opponent out of there early. Second fastest knockout in UFC history against Mark Hominick, to his credit. We'll see if Chan Sung Jung gets out of the chute quickly tonight. Joe, what are you looking for out of him here in the early game?
One thing to keep an eye out for are the counter strikes of BJ Penn. BJ Penn has excellent counters.
Lands the jab.
This is a bit of a chest bump here.
And he switches to southpaw.
Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed. Oh, man, with that right leg kick.
And on a single here. Takedown attempt is there. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Very nice sweep, winds up with his opponent's guard.
Now the hammer's was good by the Korean Zombie.
Nice punch to the body. Now he's got full guard. Full mount, look at this. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
And they clinch. Man's got the double underhooks here in the clinch now, Joe. Let's see what he can do with it.
Pummels out of double underhooks here.
Mixing in some shoulder strikes there.
He grabs double underhooks here. And they disengage from the clinch.
He blocks a punch. Going orthodox now. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Takedown attempt late, and it's good. 10 seconds to go in the round. Round 2 straight ahead.
One more.
Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose. Out to that mouth. All right. Perfect round. I need you to go out there and do more of that.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much.
Okay, now two, ready? You ready? Go,
Round 2 underway. Strike there by the Korean Zombie.
Caught him with a punch.
Well, Joe, he seems to have his opponent's timing down. He has landed some good shots, but nothing really in terms of multi-shot combinations, and perhaps that's why his opponent's still standing. So perhaps at this point, he can change up the power with which he throws some of these strikes, maybe alter the tempo a little bit, and try to make it so it's not just one and done when it comes to his striking attack. Oh, spinning back, but he didn't telegraph that one at all. Looking to land the right hand, he misses. He catches the right hand, going for the takedown, Joe, and he's able to get him down. So a nice transition there. Now let's see what he can do.
He moves to full guard here. Big body punch. He's got the arm trapped of his opponent. Good defense.
3 minutes remain in the round.
He's going for the omoplata. Now he throws his leg over the shoulder.
And he's out.
Oh, he got reversed. Beautiful, into mount. He takes his back. He's going to Try to take the back, I think. Oh, that's a big left hand he connected with. Now he's in guard.
Nice punch there by Ken. He looks to improve position here. Knee to the body here, Joe, inside control.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Final minute.
They lock up the clinch.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. He knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground.
Excellent movement here on the ground. Inside control once again.
10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round number 2.
All right, take a seat, bud. And listen, your striking looks amazing. You're really finding the range. You're touching that chin a lot, okay? His hands are starting to drop, and he's getting...
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Good to have Brazil's Jenny Andrade in the building here.
Final round, you ready?
Third round underway.
Beautiful leg kick.
Slips. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time. Submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 18 seconds with round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung.
So congratulations to the Korean Zombie on yet another outstanding UFC showing here tonight. Crazy to think just how much of his fighting prime was taken away by his military service and myriad injuries, but when Chan Sung Jung is healthy, to my amateur eyes, he looks the part of a future UFC champion. right, coming up next, it's a featherweight matchup between Alex Caceres and the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. Well, he turned in perhaps the greatest comeback fight in the history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. The Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung, returned from a 3.5-year layoff due to military service and dusted Dennis Bermudez in a main event slot in Houston, Texas. I was there for it. Absolutely incredible, Joe. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off tonight. The Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung, back for more tonight.
Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, is a highly skilled mixed martial arts fighter. He has a very slick ground game. He has excellent striking, and his nickname came from his ability to withstand ridiculous amounts of punishment, but keep coming forward.
So as this confident young fighter makes his walk to the octagon, you can be sure his inner monologue is, how do I get this opponent to the mat? Because once I get him down, I know I can keep him there, potentially for the duration of the round, if not the fight. This guy's top game is scary good, and it's not just about getting you down, it's about using his weight to keep you there. Great hips as well.
This guy has ruthless one-punch knockout power. You can't teach it, but when a fighter has it, it's a huge advantage.
Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
And here we go. All right, so here's the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung, as we get ready to go here, round 1. He's got a lot of late finishes, but not afraid to get the opponent out of there early. Second fastest knockout in UFC history against Mark Hominick, to his credit. We'll see if Chan Sung Jung gets out of the chute quickly tonight. All right, so here we go. First round is underway. As a submission specialist, look for him to go for the early takedown attempt. He's going to want to take this fight to the ground, at least at some point, and try to set up a submission.
Good defense there.
Right hand is there for Bruce Leroy. Well, he's got a strong jab. Missed with it there, though, Joe.
He's got to be careful here. He's clearly in trouble.
Well, he left his body wide open there for that hook shot, Joe. How about that shin?
That one hurt.
Nice knee by Caceres. Just out of range with that uppercut.
Relentless.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
He scores a single leg takedown.
That strike will count.
Now he's in full guard.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Look at this, back to his feet.
Oh, nice job of avoiding the clinch. 45 seconds to go here in round one. 30 seconds to go. Oh, spinning backflip. He didn't telegraph that one at all. 15 seconds.
Work.
Round two straight ahead.
Finish him though this time, all right? He's done. This guy has nothing left. All you gotta do.
All right, let's take a look at some of the action here. And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. You could really see how awesome that round was by these highlights.
The lovely Brittany Palmer is with us.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two. Now starting off this round, he might still be hurt. He's got to look to be defensive and move and avoid getting hit and try to recover.
That's a big block, Joe.
Look at that, he's timing that jab. Nice inside leg kick, very nice.
We show you the total strikes. Constantly a moving target. Nice punch there by the Korean Zombie.
And he's looking for that left.
Open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost moving into it. So let's see if he can switch up the footwork here, Joe, and make the requisite adjustments. 3 minutes to go in round two. The left hook hits home. So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. These guys are swinging. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output. And this could be it right here.
Grabs his ankle, pulls down on his shin. Clamping down with head and arm control very, very tight. That triangle is locked in deep. He may have to tap any second now.
That's what it is.
Round was almost over, but he sunk in the submission and got the victory.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result.
Let's see it one more time. Got the arm in deep under the neck, locked in tight, and it's over before they even get a chance to tap. Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Herb Dean called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a triangle choke, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung.
So congratulations to the Korean Zombie on yet another outstanding UFC showing here tonight. Crazy to think just how much of his fighting prime was taken away by his military service and myriad injuries, but when Chan Sung Jung is healthy, to my amateur eyes, he looks the part of a future UFC champion. Coming up next, we get to a featherweight tilt between the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung and Daniel Hooker. You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you got to think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy has insanely fast kicking technique. If you are within kicking range, you are in a world of trouble.
Well, every step of the way, the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung has made noise. Bonus money for the finish of Leonard Garcia, only twister in UFC history. Mark Hominick knockout, 6.2 seconds, second fastest knockout in UFC history. And then he was double bonused in the main event against Dustin Poirier. So this guy has produced highlight after highlight, returned from the military service and knocked out Dennis Bermudez. This is one of the best featherweights in the world, and when he's made the walk, Joe, he has proven that every time.
Chan Sung Jung will walk right through punches to get to you. And once he gets a hold of you, he is a submission wizard. In his rematch against Leonard Garcia, he landed the first twister in UFC history, and afterwards, he said he learned it by watching YouTube videos.
On tail the tape for this featherweight fight. 3 years apart, some differences in height and reach as well. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Daniel the Hangman Hooker. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Chung. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki draws the assignment here.
First round, you ready? You ready? Let's go!
Here we go. All right, so here's the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Chung, as we get ready to go here round 1. He's got a lot of late finishes, but not afraid to get the opponent out of there early. Second fastest knockout in UFC history against Mark Hominick, to his credit. We'll see if Chan Sung Chung gets out of the chute quickly tonight. Now a knee to the body. All right, first round is underway. You better watch out for the overhands. They will come early. They will come often here tonight. And even when you do your homework, it doesn't mean you can stop it. We'll see if you can get off to a good start here tonight.
He turns it around into full guard.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Hooker.
He transitions back to half guard. Escapes, he's out of the full mount. And back to the mount.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
He's working from full mount again.
Joe doing a nice job here, staying busy through the bottom. Hammer fist blocked.
Showing some good defense here, trapping that arm. Inside control. Trying to take the back here. Lands a good shot from the bottom. Oh, he's mounted. Controlling from behind. In half guard now. Side control here.
45 seconds to go here in round 1.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Side control again. This is crazy.
20 seconds to go in round 1.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Well, he's been on his back here, but he's actually doing some pretty effective work. There's a strike there from the bottom, nicely done there by Hooker.
And there's a nice knee to the body. And here's another knee to the body. And here's one more perfectly placed shot to the body.
Beating on the ground right now on points. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
Second round, you ready? You ready?
Round 2 here. Oh, nice strike landed there by Hooker. That's caught by the inside.
Good defense there. Oh, he got cracked.
Effective punch there by the Korean Zombie. Nice body kick there. total strikes. Well, if you're going to leave your body that wide open, you're going to pay the price. Oh! He's got him hurt here. And just misses with that big right here. Now he goes for the single leg.
Excellent posture.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Hooker.
Showing good defense here, controlling that arm, keeping him from hitting him.
Oh, tags him again with a flush left hand.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Hooker. Staying busy.
Back in the mount. This is crazy. Excellent movement here on the ground.
Nice punch by
Transitions to full guard. Oh, look at this. He's got the leg over the shoulder. Now, he's going to pull down on his shin. He popped out of the triangle. Side control.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
And scrambles to his feet. They separate from the clinch.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, makes that.
Breaking this guy down and keep changing up your strikes.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Very exciting round.
Ariane Celeste in the building as usual.
Here we go, final round. You ready? You ready? Let's go!
He's definitely going to want to start this round off fast to try to pick up where he left off. His opponent was in big trouble at the end of that round.
Another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Nice knee block. Nice. Now he's in full guard. Big punch from the bottom. He gets into full guard here. Transitions himself to half guard.
Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising and it's only getting worse.
Mounts again. It looks like he's trying to set up an armbar here. It looks like he's got the armbar locked up. It's very close here.
Getting tighter. And there it is.
Won the fight by armbar. Beautiful job.
Yeah, really impressive work out of him here tonight. He had to work for it, no doubt about it, but a nice job to isolate and ultimately secure the arm and then get the tap from the arm hook. So a pretty submission finish turned in by that fighter here tonight.
And here it is again, absolutely perfectly executed. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division. Now we go inside the
Ladies
octagon.
and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung.
So the Korean Zombie does it again. This man has had a flair for the dramatic seemingly every step of the way in his UFC career, and he continues to top his previous performances. You gotta think this particular win could set him up for another shot at that UFC featherweight title. All right, coming up next, it's a featherweight matchup between Makwan Amirkhani and the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung. Well, every step of the way, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung, has made noise. Bonus money for the finish of Leonard Garcia, only twister in UFC history. Mark Hominick knockout, 6.2 seconds, second fastest knockout in UFC history. And then he was double bonused in a main event against Dustin Poirier. So this guy has produced highlight after highlight, returned from the military service and knocked out Dennis Bermudez. This is one of the best featherweights in the world, and when he's made the walk, Joe, he has proven that every time.
Chan Sung-Jung will walk right through punches to get to you. And once he gets a hold of you, he is a submission wizard. In his rematch against Leonard Garcia, he landed the first twister in UFC history, and afterwards, he said he learned it by watching YouTube videos.
Well, you know, this fighter, as he makes the walk tonight, is going to be looking to lean on the speed and the footwork in this particular matchup. Got to keep the hands high, right? You got to stick and move and get the head off the center line, given the power that's coming back. But I'm just not sure that the opponent can match the quickness. Exceptionally fast on the feet, very good at using angles to set up his offensive attacks, and very sound defensively as well. So has the reach advantage, figures to be able to use it here tonight. This is one slick striker with which to contend.
This fighter has an iron jaw. I have seen him take shots on the chin and not be affected. Shots that would knock a lesser man completely unconscious.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Jung is 1 year his senior. The reach is identical. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 14 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Turku, Finland, Makwan, Mr. Finland, Amirkhani. when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
Are you ready? You ready?
And we're ready to go in live action from Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. Opens with the inside leg kick.
Oh, he missed that kick.
He's got him hurt here. Look at that now, blocked though by Chan Sung Jung.
That was a big left hand he connected with. Trying to pass that and he gets stopped. Look at that takedown. Reversal and into full guard. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy. Into full guard again. Looking for a triangle. Throws one leg over the shoulder. Very nicely done. He's now working from half guard.
This pressure from the top by Lands a big elbow.
Man, that is rough.
Hammer fist here by Chan Sung Jung.
And he winds up on top. He's going to try to take the back.
Well, pretty good work off the bottom here by the Korean Zombie.
Throwing those legs up. He's looking for the triangle choke here. What he wants to do is he wants to pin one of his opponent's hands to his chest, then throw the leg over the shoulder. From there, he's going to pull from the and he really made it look easy. Set up the choke, completed the job, and got the victory.
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out.
And one more time, beautiful technique here on this triangle for the victory. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 20 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung.
So congratulations to the Korean Zombie on yet another outstanding UFC showing here tonight. Just crazy to think about how much of his fighting prime was taken away by his military service and myriad injuries. But when Chan Sung Jung is healthy, make no mistake about it, he looks the part of a future UFC champion.